Hi students, today we will be looking into one of the most rarest of essays which come in the examination, that is the double direct essay. Basically, as the name goes, it has got two questions and a statement. It is very easy, there is nothing to be afraid about in this essay. You have to devote one paragraph each to the questions asked if the questions demand so, or if there is enough weightage in the questions. If the questions are such that they don't demand a paragraph, or if they don't have the value for writing a paragraph, you can just give a one sentence answer in the intro itself and then proceed to the second question. For example, if the question is such that which energy source do you think would replace fossil fuels, question mark, and the second question is why do you think so? So I think the first question demands only or deserves only a one single sentence answer. Which source do you think would replace? I believe solar energy would replace the fossil fuels. So you can give the answer to it in the intro itself and then go on for BP1 and BP2, but that is body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. You can elaborate on why do you think so, right? So the essay question which was given for you and many of you have attempted, and we will be looking into the details of it in the next slide. It's a quite a easy question, it's not a tough question. If you had applied your mind, definitely you could have answered it. Now let us see. So the essay question in front of us today is, people have historically attempted to achieve a perfect society. So attempted is the word, that is they have not achieved. However, it is difficult to decide what a perfect society would be like. That is, no one can come to a conclusion that this is the makeup of a perfect society. Now, the two questions in front of us are, what would be the most important element of an ideal society? That is, what should be the most important ingredient, characteristic, trait that an ideal society should have? Number one. Second question is, what can normal people do to make society more perfect? Right? So what normal people, they have not asked about sophisticated thinkers and other people, but they have asked what can normal people do to make society more perfect. So for each of these questions we will form one paragraph each. Now we will go to the introduction in the next slide and then see about it. So I have just paraphrased, starting with a complex sentence. Although the creation of an utopian society, that is a perfect society, I have used the synonym of utopian, has been endeavored, that is tried, that is people have attempted. For attempted I have used endeavored, by many civilization and thinkers, right? In the past, Greeks have attempted, right, and Egyptians have attempted, and thinkers like Plato have also conceptualized the utopian society. Yet the actualization of it, that is materialization of it, has been quite indecisive. That is, we have not come to a strong conclusion about it that yes, we have achieved it. Now the thesis. The first question was, what would be the most important element of an ideal society? So what would be the most important element of an ideal society? That is, in my opinion, increased tolerance, that is ability to adjust and adapt with diversity, with differences in the society. That would be the unequivocal trait. So for what would be the key element, most important element, we have used the word unequivocal trait of a perfect community. For utopian society we have used the word perfect community. So this is the answer for the first question. Now the answer for the second question. The second question was, what can normal people do to make society more perfect? So what should normal people do? Normal people can take individual step of not passing ingrained prejudices onto the next generation. That is, if we think that Negroes or blacks are being hated, we need not pass it on to the next. Likewise, if we are having certain prejudices against particular caste, creed, religion, country, or some particular race, then it doesn't mean that we should pass on these things to the next generation. Rather, as individuals, we can allow the younger generation to decide it upon themselves based on their experience, or rather tell our positive experiences to them. but not pass on the prejudices and bias to the next generation. So what is the content of the intro? Very simple, paraphrase and then give your answer for both the questions that have been asked to you in the essay statement. So our first topic idea is, that is the most key element or the most important element is increased tolerance, ability to bear the differences. The second one is everybody should not pass their bias or prejudiced about caste, creed and diversity in the society to other people, right? Now we will go on to the next slide. Now we'll look into the body paragraph 1. We will be discussing about increased tolerance here. So topic sentence is, to begin with, the ability to adapt and live with diversity is a major step towards achieving an impeccable commune. For community or society, we have used, that is an utopian society or a perfect society, we have used the word impeccable commune. So topic sentence we have written by starting with a cohesive device, to begin with. Then we have added the topic idea, that is ability to adapt and live with diversity, right? So we have used the word ability to adapt and live with diversity. That is our topic idea, is the major step, that is key element or the most important element towards achieving an impeccable commune. So how will you write a topic sentence? Topic sentence will be written with a combination of cohesive device, to begin with, then your topic idea, that is the ability to adapt and live with this diversity, and then the question. The question is the major, what is the major step towards achieving a perfect society? We have paraphrased it by the major step towards achieving an impeccable commune. Now we have to explain it to the examiner. Why do we feel so? Number one. Second, support it with an example and then give a logical conclusion to this paragraph. So now the elaboration part we have started by saying, in other words, the most momentous, that is big shifts, paradigm shifts in society in the last few centuries have involved progress related to tolerance of different types of people and accommodating them in the mainstream. So whenever there has been a progress in the society or the advancement in the society, it has happened when people have embraced other religions or becoming more secular, have incorporated, given voting rights to the other gender, made reservation for the other castes, and incorporated so many other things so that we can be identified as a unified mankind rather than making lot of differences, right? The main element is accepting. So what is the qualifier which we have used here is the most momentous shift, that is big shifts in society in the last few centuries have involved progress related to tolerance, that is we have become more tolerant as a society, more accepting as a society. And the word accommodating also means the same, that is we have started accepting people despite the fact that we have got certain reservations. So in elaboration, basically we have formed it by giving the reason for how we have become tolerant as a society. Now we have to give an example of what tolerance is. Example, here we have given the original Christian pilgrims left England in the 16th century to find new colonies in Kerala, India. So most of you might be knowing it. In Christianity first entered through Kerala because Christianity was not easily accepted in England at that time, and many of the priests and preachers were chased out at that particular point of time, and they went out of Europe, and the first place they reached was Kerala. So we were a community which accepted those people. We did not have reservations on them. Another example I have given is, likewise, racism and slavery in the 19th century is a direct result of considering one group of people separate. So blacks were considered to be inferior as far as their mental abilities are concerned. So they were given basically manual labors and they were treated as slaves. The most recent example is the movement to be more accepting of a variety of sexualities. Now it is very common to see gay marriages and other things. So we have become not only in of a particular race, religion, and now about sexualities also. So we have become more accommodating, more tolerant as a society on three things. So that is why I've given three different examples: one based on religion, second based on race, and third based on prejudices based on gender. Now what is the effect of it? The effect of it is, clearly tolerance has made society more perfect, and its evolution and nascent means the beginning small, starting, so that throughout the world will allow the greatest number of people to enjoy full range of liberty, opportunity, and most importantly a sense of belonging. So those people who were previously marginalized and who thought that they did not belong to the mainstream society now will feel that they are also part of the mankind, they are also part of a country, they are also part of a religion. So basically we have got new people contributing to the world's economy. We have got new people who will not create decisive politics or divisive politics, people who will identify themselves with the entire mankind. So the paragraph is very simple. Start with the topic sentence, then go for elaboration, then example, and then finally effect. You need not give such elaborate examples. Out of this you can pick up one example. I had given it only for academic purpose, so that if such a topic comes in the examination for speaking or writing, you have got 3 examples on your hand. You can pick out one and then write it. Got it? I have used some good vocabs here. You can pause the video and go ahead with writing them down. Like in the first sentence we have used impeccable, commune. So impeccable, spotless, commune, community. Then in the in the elaboration we have used mainstream, that is the major part, momentous shift, big shift. Then I have given specific details in the example like Christians, England, 16th century, Kerala, then slavery, 19th century, and as far as other things, most recent example. And in the final thing I have given liberty, a good word. So obviously we have got nascent, another good vocab is there, right? Now pause the video, understand it, and then go to the next slide, that is body paragraph 2. Okay, now we will look into the body paragraph 2. The question in front of us was, what can normal people do to make society more perfect? So what we should do? We should definitely take out our partial views towards a particular sex, caste, creed and race. That is what, and we should teach the younger generation that what they think about a particular person, they can carry it forward. They should not have prejudiced opinion or partial opinion simply because somebody looks like something, or they follow a different religion from yours, or they have got sexual preference something different from yours. So you should not be judging people based on that. Rather, we should teach them better values. So now the topic sentences, moving on, that is a cohesive device. We are giving markers to the examiner that yes, I have come to the next question. To achieve the more open society mentioned above, every individual, so that is the question, what should every individual do? Every individual can closely evaluate, that is judge, measure their beliefs and try to impart, this is a topic idea, and try to impart more tolerant values to the younger generation, to teach the younger generation to be more tolerant, adapt, deal with, cope up with. Now elaboration. What do you mean by teaching? How to do it? That is to say, people have begun to question the rational logic for denying basic human rights to people based on their religion, caste, creed and diversity. And so therefore most schools, universities, politicians and parents have started teaching now the next generation about enduring, enduring means bearing with, tolerating with, alternative lifestyles, color, that is Negroes, whites, Mongolian, race, again blacks, whites, Aryans, creed, religion and diversity. So whatever may be the diversity, we have to teach the younger generation that to accept them as mankind, humankind, not judge them and segregate them, categorize them, rank them. We should not be doing it. Now what is the best example for it? A good example for this is, despite the fact that in the 1900s it was considered normally more morally incorrect to support gay marriages, right? Same-sex marriages. However, parents, opinion leaders and progressive thinkers have exponentially altered the mindset of growing population, and this can be seen in the embrace of gay marriage by many in the last decade, and it is much more common to see LGBT couples in popular culture. So we have given a specific example of one of the most taboo subjects of our generation. Previously we have compared it with the past and now what is happening about a particular subject and then given the example. So gay marriages and same-sex marriages were the taboo in the earlier centuries, but now Parents, opinion leaders, and progressive thinkers, that is in the second line, have exponentially, that is dramatically altered the mindset of the growing population, that is the younger generation. And this can be seen in the acceptance, embrace of gay marriage by many in the last decade. So last 2-3 decades, that is after 2000, the legal system has been altered in order to allow such type of marriages. LGBT means lesbians, gay, bisexual and transgender couples in popular culture. Now what is the effect of it? The effect is, this is one step everyone can take towards an utopian society and inclusive society free of prejudice. That is, when we do such type of things, each person will do what is willing for him, and he will not act as a spoke, or he will not act as a danger to the society. He will not, there will not be any disgruntled element in the society. Rather, every person will feel that he is part of the system. He will not pull down the system. The synchronization in the country will move on. People will be productive. They will be judged based on as human beings. So that would be what we would be achieving when everybody teaches the younger generation to accept people as they are and not try to change them according to their belief systems. Right, now we will go on to the conclusion in the next paragraph. Before that, pause the video and read it multiple times. I have given here cohesive devices. Okay, that is moving on, that is to say a good example. Okay, right, same, I have made a very simple essay for you so that you can easily understand. One or two important vocabs are there, so you can go through it. Like in the second paragraph, in the elaboration, I have used enduring alternatives, right, the last line. And in examples we have used specific things like gay marriages, LGBT couples, progressive thinkers. These are very simple words which you can use. In the second elaboration, I have used diversity, creed, religion. In the first line of elaboration, I have used rational, denying. All these are very simple words, uncommon, generally we don't use it. In the topic sentence second line, we have used evaluate. Okay, in the last line we have used inclusive society. Inclusive means accepting everyone. Prejudiced, partial, right, these are not things which require dictionary to look into. You must be knowing all the vocabs in it, otherwise just have a look at it, it will be embedded in your mind. Right, now pause the video, look into it, and then after this we'll go into the conclusion and finish off the essay. Okay, finally coming to a one sentence conclusion. What we did in the thesis and the introduction I have reproduced here. So in conclusion, although the quest for an utopian society has been eluding mankind, that is what has been told in the essay statement, that is we have not been able to achieve an utopian society, and I have given the reasons for it, why it has happened. That is, what could be the most important element of an ideal society. So the important element is that I believe it can be achieved by accepting disparity, that is diversity, that is being more tolerant. That is what we have explained in BP1, and teaching younger ones to live in harmony and synchronization with everyone without a bias. That is the point which we discussed in body paragraph 2. That is, we should teach the children or the younger ones to be impartial, not partial, and divide the people. Got it? So conclusion is basically the essay statement plus topic idea of BP1 and BP2. Don't elaborate the conclusion, don't add new points in the conclusion, you just have to paraphrase it. So paraphrasing skill is the most important. If anybody is finding problem with it, contact your teachers and do it off. Right, thank you very much for listening to it patiently. See it multiple times to understand it. Thank you.